right? So basic guidelines for the web designing. What is web, right? What is web, and what are the web page? What is the web sites? Those things we are going to learn, right? So you are familiar with the website, right? Always you are using the website, whatever the website, that means Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is, all are websites, right? So, but different type of websites, right? If you go to the UGC website or IHRA website, you will get a one page. Then you can click on some other links, right? They will give you, for example, they have a home page, right? Then you can click on that. If you have about us, you can click on that. So those things are different pages, right? Basic thing is in the website, we are a web page, right? Then collection of web page become as a website, right? So to do that, we are using a special language, right? That is a hypertext language, right? HTML language we are using, right? So using HTML, if you have created any document, that we call it as a web page, right? So when you come to the web designing and the development, there are two things. When you are creating a website, there are two things. First one is designing, then second one is development. Designing means, let's say you are going to construct a house, right? For that one, you have to first draw a layout, right? Thereafter only you have to develop, you have to give build the house, right? So like then here also, first one is a designing, right? So you have to decide what are the pages I am going to have it, what are the technology I am going to use it, right? What are the colors, what are the fonts, all images, what we are going to use. All these things we will decide on the designing side. After designing, you go into the development side. So here we are not focusing on the designing, right? That is a, we have to, if you are learning is thoroughly, you have to study a separate course called web designing, right? The web designing and web development, right? So under the web development only, you will create the pages. What you are creating, that is a development, right? Designing part only a less we are doing. Here just we are introducing, then we are going for the development part, right? Right, like here it's shown that like this is a house plan. Without this plan, you can't construct the house, right? So likewise, you have to have a designing part to your website, then only you can go to the development side. So what are the different? Here web designing and web development. As I told you that graphic design is there. When you are designing, you have to logo design, then responsive web design, browser design. All these things are under the designing stage. Development, all these things are PHP, WordPress, Drupal, Joomla. These all are technologies, different technologies. So when after designing, we will decide what the technology I am going to use it. Actually, we don't you going to use all these things. We are going to use it as a pure HTML. We are going to use it, right? These are the advanced web development languages. So there are two type of web pages. One is static web page, other one is dynamic. Static means some information won't change, right? That is a fixed one. For example, a company is there, then their page is about us. Is it changing day by day? No, about us is a constant statistic. If you are just if you have any changes only once in a 2 years or once in a 1 year, you will change it. Otherwise, it is a permanent page. So those permanent information pages, we call it as static page. Second one is a dynamic page. For example, a news website, right? So that page has to be refreshed minutes within the minutes, right? They have to put the news each and every minutes. So that is a dynamic page. We have to change it. Even the e-commerce site, then they are, if they are putting in new products, it has to change. For example, Daras, right? Daras, if you are going there, each and every minutes the new things will be there. So that is a dynamic page, right? So there are two types. They shown that, right? Here, this is a static and dynamic, right? So mostly dynamic is based on a database, right? But static is straight away coming through the net because it doesn't need any changes then and there, right? So, but dynamic is needs the data. So where it is getting the data, that is the database. So we don't need to change the website every time. Just we have to change the database. When you are changing the database, automatically your website will be updated. If you have a new product in your database, you will upload a new product and the new product images and the prices and everything. It automatically goes to the website. So actually website is a layout is there, but the data will go from this database, right? So development, under the development, we have different client-side coding, server-side coding, database technology. And that's what I told you, that database is their dynamic website. So under that, we can use different type of databases. MySQL database, right? Oracle database, Apache, Redis, Firebird. There are so many. But the most popular is MySQL. Since it is freely available, all the websites uses MySQL, right? It's the standard one, right? Then again, client-side coding, server-side coding. What is that client-side, server-side? Normally, every website is a client and server-side technology, because we are in our home, right? I am now in my home, but website data are in somewhere stored there. So I am going to get that data. So I am a client. That server is a server, right? Server data. So if I request anything, I can request through the HTML, but that HTML cannot handle the server. So if you want to get the data from the server, we have to use the PHP, ASP, those things. So normally we don't use purely this client side, purely server side. We are mixing with that one, right? So wherever we need it, we will mix both one. Somewhere we will use the PHP code, somewhere we will use the JavaScript, right? Somewhere we will use the jQuery or whatever it is, right? So normally we are going to study in this class, we are just HTML and the CSS, right? Right, HTML and the CSS. Other things we won't study. Just even if you are using HTML, if you put all the HTML codes and if you save it as a PHP, it will work, because all technology are what is that combined, right? So you can use it which one you like. Right. They are telling that how we are going to transfer our plan into design, right? Planning, they have shown that we are just drawing, right? Sketch, right? We are sketch our website. What you're going to do is, then after that designing, we are going to little bit improve that one into the technologies we are using, right? Now you can see that, right? On that side, design side, we have a layout. It's a clearly designed, right? Which side should be header, which side be footer, which side should be the menu. All these things are there. Then again, we are going to use the CSS, cascade style sheet, right? So likewise, you can plan and design, right? I won't go into full detail of this slide, right? So just you want to get a knowledge only my idea, right? So these are the website, okay. Right, designing, development, execution, right? First thing we design, plan, design, then development, then execution. Development is the stage. I told that we are coding, we are writing the code, right? Writing the HTML codes and designing. After execution, we are going to publish that website, right? Publish that website. Right, these are the advantages, right? Why we have the website, right? Compatibility, right? So when you are creating a website, right? Not why that, what are the components you have to care about? Compatibility, right? So it should be compatibility for the different platform. For example, if you are browsing from the mobile, it should be according to that layout. So that is, we call it as responsive website now these days, right? So responsive means if you are viewing a website in the laptop, it will be a big one. If you are viewing the website in the mobile, it will be a small one, but you can see all the information there, right? Some of the information will be automatically hide for the mobile version, right? Accessibility, right? Everyone should be able to access. That means you have to have some uh, information those who can read the blind disabled person, right? For example, you can have an audio clip there, then they can hear it. Well formatted, right? You have to plan it accordingly with well formatted. If you click on that one, right, products, then your product should be there. After that, if you brand is there, then we have to click on the brand, right? Then after that brand, even the subcategory is there, it should be there, right? Heading, subheading, paragraphs, and menus, all these things should have be correctly formatted, well formatted, and well structured. Right. Don't worry about these things, right? Testing, client training, right? Execution steps, right? Already we learned, right? What are the languages we are going to use it? As I told you that we are going to use it HTML and JavaScript, right? Sorry, CSS. As I told now, right? Responsive web means desktop, laptop, smartphones, all the device should be able to view your website. That is called the responsive website. Headers, footers. This is a new trend we are using. You can see that in your website. This one is a header. That means whatever the page you are viewing, this is automatically fixed there, right? Only the other contents will be changed, but your header is still there, right? So we are going to create like a website like this, right? Your header will be permanent for all one, right? For like here, only where it will be changed in your, then this side, this area, the centered square area will be changed for every pages, and it will have the details, right? Colorful, right? Flat design means you have to make your color visible to all, right? So it is desired if you are using simple and clean and modern colors. Single page website, sometimes you can have it single page. That means your home page will have everything is there already linked to other pages, so you can click it there, then it will go to that one. Rather than giving sub pages, you can have it in your one page. Don't worry, this one parallels hit flow, right, fit flow, right, white space, simple design. Right. Why do we need a website? Why do we need a website? Then how we are going to run a website? Anyone having idea? First thing, we need a website just to have a popularity, advertisement, right? And to showcase whatever the products we are having, right? That is a website, right? That is advertisement. In your advertisement site, that is the latest modern way, right? And the what advantage is, you can edit whatever the things you there, right? You can keep it for longer period, right? So how we are running the website, how we are going to run a website? That means you need a domain name, right? You need a domain name, then you will need a space, right? Website mean you are creating a website, then you are to save it somewhere. Then all the clients, all the users will access that one. That is the technology, right? What you are going to do? We are going to create some pages. After creating, we will upload that one, upload that page into some place. Then we can have it anytime. So if you are, for example, if you are typing google.com, somewhere it should be there, no? Otherwise, how you are getting there? Where you are getting? Whether you are getting from the space? No, some space should be there. So that space we specifically call web server. What is that? Web server. Now the term has changed. Now what we are calling cloud server, right? Cloud storage, right? So all the things are now in the cloud, right? So cloud server, we have to save it our pages, then only we can get it. So how we can get that storage space, right? So first thing, let's say you are going to start a shop, right? Then first thing you have to get a name registered at the DS office. So likewise, when you are going to start a web page, you have to get the name. Thereafter, right, you got the name. Now then you need a space, right? Or you can, other way you can do it. But if you are a shop, first thing you have to get a space. Then you have to purchase your goods and you have to open your shop. Here you have to register it, name. After registering, you have to develop your pages. After developing, you have to get a cloud storage, right? Web server space. Then you can put your document into that cloud storage. There are some technical part you have to do is configuring everything. After configuring, you can run the website. You can view the website, right? So how we are going to register a website, right? If you want to get a name, there are so many sites. For example, if your website is how you are getting, if it country wise, you can get it as a LK, right? For example, news.lk, right? Government.lk, right? Likewise, you can get the LK domain. There are some other things, .com, you can get it. So .com, .biz, .aero, that is according to the purposes, commercial purposes, organization, org is a non-profit organization, maybe organization. ac.lk means that is a academic site, right? Likewise, you can get the different domain, right? So those domains are categorically purpose. Then other designs, other domains are country wise, .lk, .us, .ca, .in, right? So many are there. So if you want to get a LK domain, right, you can search it as LK domain. Right. Before going that, whether we have to pay it, yes, you have to pay. If you want to get a domain name, you have to pay. When you click it there, domain registry, right, where it is located, it's in the Moratuwa University. There is a section LK domain registry. When you go there, here you can check it. For example, I need a CCA 16 website. Just search it 16.lk. I would like to create a website called CCA 16. Yes, it's available, right, for registration. After that, you can see that what is the price, right? 8,000 rupees .lk, right? That is a standard full domain package. So after you getting, you can create sub website like this. But this is a only the top level. Only one website you can have. You can't have it like this, right? So this is only 5,000, right? Whether it is for a whole lifetime? No, only for 1 year, right? After that, you have to renew it each and every year, right? Right. So if you need it, you can go to the to heart, then it will ask you the credit card detail and everything. You can purchase the website. Now we got the name. First thing is okay, right? If it is a LK domain, let's say I need a com device, right? If it is a com, uh, my screen is visible now, right? If it is a com, you can go to the godaddy.com, right? GoDaddy. It's a popular website. They are selling, their main business is selling this domain business, right? So here also, like, you can get a type it there, right? CCA 16, right? 16 LK search. I would like to create a website with that name. It will searching, right? This is available since it is our neighbor countries, India. They are saying this rupees are coming in Indian rupees. When you are paying, it will automatically change, right? For example, right? They are giving that CCA.com maybe first year only 3-year term, right? You can get it $1, this one, right? Sometime they will give you like this offer only 1 rupee, right? But with 3-year term, after that you have to pay it, right? So likewise, they are giving you a suggestion also. Here also you can get the website name. After getting this website name, you have to, before that also you can develop it. You have to develop your website. Let's say you developed it, you got the name. Thereafter, what you have to do? You have to upload all these things to web server, right? So though that activity we call it as hosting, web hosting. What is that? Web hosting. Then for the web hosting, right, whether we have to pay it? Yes, we have to pay because they are providing a space. Specifically, you can think that I can have it in my computer. You can have it in your computer. But the problem is whether your computer is 24 hours on? No. Whether your computer have all the internet facility for 24 hours? No. Whether your computer have enough capacity to manage thousands of users to come to your computer? No. Then we need a sophisticated computer which is having a high capacity, internet connectivity, 24 hours on. All these things have to be needed, right? So what the easiest way is, there are some companies, they are providing this service, right? For example, Sri Lanka costing.lk. Their main business is they sell their space. They are running their server there. They are giving us some space to us, right? We have to pay for them, right? Here they are given a start your own website, just 7,170 or something per year, right? So you can start, right? This is domain. Find LK domain. They are given here directly, right? Web costing. Under that, there are different type, right? Small business costing, right? Or business web costing. There are different type. Even you can have a different servers, right? Let's say Sri Lankan servers, right? There are so many servers available here, so you can cost it. If you go costing, let's say I'm going to click this one, right? View plans here. Now you have to pay monthly. This amount you have to pay monthly plan, right? So if you want, you can make it as a different plan, right? Different website giving different plan, right? So there are some other website, right? Lanka hosting or something. They are giving a year plan, right? They are giving monthly plan. So you can buy it. After buying, they will give you a username and the password. Using the username and password, you can log on to their server. You can put your website hosting, all these things. You can host it there. There is a control panel there, right? We are going C panel, right? After that, you can, through the cPanel, here they have given that cPanel, right? Control panel. After you can, using the cPanel, you can configure how your website could, right? So this is the process of uploading hosting a website, right? So now you can think that we need a money to develop it. We need a money to register. We need a money to hosting, right? Year wise, we have to renew it. So how this mp3.com, single mp3.com, anammanan.com, all these websites are running? Whether they are getting money from you? No, they are giving free access. That means they are getting somewhere money from their website. How they are getting? That's what they are using the Google Ads. So when we are viewing their website, lot of advertisement will come there. From that advertisement, they will earn the money, right? That is a technique they are using, right? So that is also one type of online business, right? Apart from that one, now you understand what is website, how we are going to create, how we are going to costing, how we are going to registering, right? This is the process we are going to do it, right? To create a website, as I told you, HTML is the basic documentation, right? Right. HTML is the basic document, basic language we are using, right? Right. Under the HTML, right, we have different terminologies, right? HTML, right? Then we have the versions, tags, tables, forms, links, design pages, right? Well, let's see one by one, right? One by one. Right. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Right. This is important, right? Don't worry about these years and everything, just to give you a full knowledge. The hypertext markup language is the uh, full form of HTML, right? This is right. HTML now ends right in numerous standard description. Standards, right? How under the HTML, how these tags and elements, attributes going to be used. There is a organization called World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, right? They are the people managing all these terms, right? What are the technically what should be in the HTML, right? And another thing, the Web Hypertext Application Technology Working Group, that is another group they are mentioned, right? So, but even though they are only the standard only they are giving, W3 consortium only the standard, but the content no one is monitoring. You can get the whatever the name, you can upload whatever thing. That's why we are getting all these nonsense websites and everything, even pornography, adult website, right? So advertisement, any phishing site, any fraud site, hackers and everything is there because no one is monitoring, no one is have the control over the website, right? That is the main dangerous in the internet era, right? So what they are doing, W3C is only they are maintaining what is the standard they can use it there, right? What is the tag? How the tag should be written, right? So all these things are monitored by W3C, right? Then HTML now we have a 5.2 version, right? Now, right? This version is most powerful. It has all the facilities, even video rendering, all these things are there, right? So this is a basic language we are using, right? So as I told you, HTML, how it's as an abbreviated hypertext markup language, right? So this is a markup language. What it means markup language means you can click it and you can access it. That is a hypertext, right? We have a mark there. With that mark, you can click and you can use it. The markup language is set of markup tags, right? Tags. This is very important, tags. What you tag means, right? What you mean is tag, right? Wait. Because my PowerPoint is not working, so I'm using, right. There's a whiteboard. Okay, right? Tag means, right? So you will have like this, right? Then under that, you will write some text, right? For text means, right? A tag. This is an anchor tag, right? Then thereafter, you will write something here. Then you have to, after that, you have to close it. This is, we call it as one tag. What is that? One tag. Some of the tags doesn't have any close tag. Let's say we have a tag called, right, bold, right? If you want to make a bold text, you will get a bold. This is the tag, right? After that, you will type your whatever the things you text. Then now thereafter, you don't need the bold. Then you will end your bold tag, right? You will put a slash there. Then again, you put the. So here, this is a start tag. This is the end tag. This is a start tag. This is end tag. So all the whatever you are typing, it will be within these tags, right? For different purpose, you are using different tags, right? If it is HTML document, it should start with the HTML tag, right? HTML tag you should start, right? HTML uses me tags to describe web pages, right? Whatever the web pages, you have to use it. That is tag, right? So here now they are explaining, right? Web pages contain its components are elements, attributes, entities. Elements, attributes, entities, right? So these two tags, that's a start tag, end tags, within this text, all these things we call it as one element, right? This is, sorry, one element, right? One element, that means including both tag, start tag and the end tag, we will call it as element, right? Identify different parts of HTML document using tags, right? Using tags, right? So where it is starting, where it is ending. Up to that point, this is an one element, right? So if it is HTML document, it will start from the HTML starting tag and ending on the HTML finishing tag, right? End tag. So or when you are basically the full HTML document, you will write within the HTML element, right? So attributes, then again attribute. That means let's say here you have to put the table, right? Then after you table, you have to create its uh, height and the width. Otherwise, you have to put the image, right? Image also you need a height and the width, right? So all the that describing a image or whatever the element, we call it as attributes. Here, provide additional information about the particular instance of an element. This element, මේ element එකට තව වැඩිපුර මොකක් කරි කැලයක් ඇඩ් කරලා අපි ඒක වැඩිපුර විස්තරාත්මක කරනවා නම් we are calling as attributes. Entities, non-ASCII text characters such as these are things, right? This is we call the copyright, right? Or some other trademark. All these things you can create using this special characters, right? Those things we call it as entity, right? Right, whatever I told you now, it's there, right? So here it is starting keywords around by a angle bracket, right? This is starting like this. So normally come in pairs, right? Normally come in pairs, right? Starting bold tag, ending bold tag. First tag in a pair is start tag, and the last one is end tag. This is start tag, and this is one end tag, right? For this tag, maybe if you are using some other tag, you have to consider that one. Or we can call it as also opening tag and the closing tag. Whatever the way we can call it, right? Start tag, end tag, or opening tag and closing tag, right? Some of the tag doesn't have a closing tag. For example, if you are using a horizontal line, the tag is HR tag, right? But that doesn't have any closing tag, right? Right, HTML document describe web pages, contain HTML tags called web pages. Here, HTML documents also called as web page, right? So all the web pages are right. Right. This is the first sample web page. So you can see that all these things are within the tags, right? So we will learn that how to create a document and how to we are going to do it, right? Right. This is the structure, right? Thereafter, I won't use this, but that PowerPoint one. Let's see, we will practically how we can do it, right? After doing, I'll come back to this slide and we will do it, right? To practically learn the HTML, right? For your reference, right? There is a website called W3 School, right? W3 Schools, right? This is a very popular website, right? W3 means www. Then you can, when you are studying, we are going for a school, right? Schools, then S should be there, .com. Here, when you are coming to the W3 school, right, you will get a, not this one, right? This is the home page of the W3 school. Here you have all the tutorial related to website development, right? Here you have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python, everything is there here, right? Even more, you can click it here, you can get it, right? Whatever the things you want to learn, you can click on that, you will get the detail. Even in the down also, you can see here. For example, if you want to learn HTML, learn HTML is there, video tutorial is there, reference is there, right? If you go for the get certified, then you have to pay. All these things you don't need to pay, right? So even not only referencing, even you can practice it on your website, because let's say you don't have the what we call the, we are going to use the Dreamweaver application. You don't have the Dreamweaver in your computer, you can practice this one. But Dreamweaver, creating a website using Dreamweaver, very different. You can't have that environment here, right? You have to install that application, otherwise you don't get it. But that is an easiest way. But before going to that easiest way, we have to learn the basics, otherwise you can't modify your website, right? So when you click on learn HTML, it will come here, right? Here all the details are here. For example, you want to have a check the output, how it's going to work. You can try it yourself, then it will go for a both sides. This is the coding, this is the output, right? So basic idea, right? The website, right? You have to consider, right? If you are typing something in the Word, you can see the output. If you are typing on the PowerPoint, you can see the output, right? But can you see the output just inserting your data into the database? No, database after you can see it, but if you want to get an output, whether you have to use the report or you have to use the query. Right? Likewise here, you can type only this coding, but the output of this coding, you can't get it here. To get that one, you have to save and you have to run it as a, then it will be shown. You won't type this like this, right? But when you are doing in the Word, you will make it as like this. But here, if you want the text to be a big one, you will give a related code in your document, but it will appear as a big letter here, right? So this is a easiest way. You can go to the W3 school. Lot of help are there. You can get the help and you can develop, right? To create a website, you don't need any software, right? You don't need any software. You can use the Notepad and you can create it, right? Okay, I'll create my first website, right? Using a Notepad. So I need the same thing, but I won't copy these things. I will create it as a new document, right? This is document type HTML, not compulsorily needed, right? With this HTML, this is actually a, if you put this HTML document type, that is for your understanding. But if it is starting as HTML, it's know that it's going to be HTML document, right? So I'm going to use the Notepad, right? Then it will be easier for you understand, right? So just get the Notepad application, right? Right, this is my empty page. So whatever the website you are going to create, it should start as, right, HTML tag. Everything should be included into HTML tag. Normally, we use the small letters for your tags, right? Small letters, we are using HTML. So when you are starting HTML tag, it should be end with an HTML tag. For my easiness, I'll put somewhere down, right? No need to be like this, but after you learn, you can use it whatever the way, right? So here I have started HTML, ended HTML. So within this HTML tag only, you can put whatever thing. This is a starting tag, this is the ending tag. So if you type thereafter, if you type something, it won't consider as a HTML document, right? So it will give you some error or sometimes it won't consider anything. Under that HTML, we will have two areas, right? Two parts, like our body, right? Like our body. We have a head and the body, right? So here also same structure use, right? For the top side, we are using as a head. This is a head, right? But we will see what are the item we are going to put it under the head, what are the it going to be put in the body, right? Then the next area is body area, right? Body area, right? This is going to be body. Okay, right? Am I correct? No, it should be closed here, right? Body, right? So now this is a compulsory basic thing. Without these three tags, you can't do anything. You can't do anything, right? So when you are creating a website, this is a must, right? So within this head, you can see that when you are going for a website, you will, right? For example, this website, right? When I'm going to the website, something is displayed here. Here, W3 School, try it editor, right? Try it editor. If I click it somewhere here, and now what is there? HTML tutorial, right? HTML tutorial. That is, we call it as a title of the page, right? So if you need a title here, then in your coding, you have to give it as here title, right? Sorry, right? Give it as title. Under that, you have to type your title, right? Whatever the title, we have to type. Then here we have to close the title tag. So now you can see that the one tag, HTML tag, then head tag, then body tag, right? Then title tag. If you just make a mistake in the title tag or whatever the tag, if you have a spelling mistake, you will get a definitely some different output. Sometimes you won't get anything in your output, right? Let's see, right? Here, let's say my title going to be, right? My first web, right? My first web, right? Okay. Then let's say I am going to type something here, right? So without putting any tag, I will put it there, right? This is my first web page designing, right? Second, the HTML is the basic for any web page, right? Right. There are more languages like PHP, right? ASP, right? Okay, blah blah, right? So this is my intention. I am going to create this. Let's say I'm going to, don't worry about the spacing. This spacing I put it to for your understanding. So you can see that structure, then you will easily understand the structure, right? So this is going to be within the body, right? Right. So this is my idea. So I will save this, right? When you are saving, you have to have some consideration, right? So I will create a folder in my desktop, right? So let's say not here, here, right? CCA 16, right? Web. I created a folder, right? Within folder, I'm going to save. Better when you are doing for a project, right? Just create a folder and save all the files there, right? That is a good practice, right? Now for my easiness, I created a folder, right? Here I'm going to type it, right? First page, right? Don't worry about this capital and small, right? Then I have to give an extension. If you just save it, it will save as a, just you can go to the browser, whatever the folder, right? But there you will get only the text document, not the web document, right? Desktop, CCA 16 web, right? Here. This is, if you click it there, again you are coming there. But if it is a web page, when you are double clicking, it should open in web browser, right? Then how we can save it? When you are saving, you have to give a extension here, dot .html. Now save it. Right. Now I saved. I hope you understand, but I'll go to again, right? So when you are saving, I couldn't switch it to screen, right? Save as. Here you have to give .html. Since already I given there, it may ask replacing. Yes, replace. Right. Now you can see in your page, in your folder, you have here. Now how it is showing? It's showing as web page, right? It's as a Chrome page showing. If you double click it, now you don't get your document, right? It's coming to the web page, right? Now you can see that my title is here, right? You can see that in the browser, right? My title is here, my first web. Then whatever you typed is here, but not according to my layout, right? It is not coming to the 3 lines, it's coming as a 1 line, right? Let's see what we can do to get a 3 line, right? So you can see that, right? Now the document is okay, but the problem is not coming to my layer. I would like to get it as this one, but it won't come, right? Let's say I want to put a heading there, right? So creating HTML web page, right? This is my even heading, right? If you are saved at first, then you don't need to save it again and again using the .html. Just you can go and save. If you go the save as, then you have to give all the specific details. If you save, right. Now I saved. Let's see what is my output again. So to get the output again, you don't need to double click again. You can refresh it here. Now here, creating HTML web page came, but not as a heading. All in one line. So this is not the way we have to create the page. Now we can, what are the other tags we can use it, right? So I'm going to again to my document, right? Let's say I'm going to create a new paragraph, right? This is a P tag, paragraph tag, right? Even paragraph tag, we have to close it, right? We have to close it, but if you are not closed, it won't be a big problem, because when you are starting a new paragraph, it's automatically closes the previous one, right? So, but when you are getting some big document, big formatting, you will face difficulties if you are not closed, right? Let's see here what will be my output, right? Save, Control S, saved, or file save. Now I am going to my output, right? How you can get the output? You can double click it here, or you can just refresh it. Now you can see the what is the output is different now. Here, this is the output. So now, as it is in my document, here also it's coming as 4 lines. So how I make it? I use the paragraph tag, right? So we are learning little by little the tags, right? So first tag we use the HTML, head tag, body tag, then title tag. Now we use the paragraph tag. Anyone, any clarifications? Okay, if you don't have any clarification, I will continue, right? So now it's 8:15. Today we will learn this HTML basics, and I will focus on the Dreamweaver, because your exam will be mostly based on Dreamweaver, right? Not mostly, totally based on Dreamweaver, right? So you have to create a website using the Dreamweaver. The exam paper, you can notice that they will give you a layout. Using that layout, you have to create it. But as I remember, they have shared some CCA 11, 12 papers, right? Now the latest papers are not like that web page development, right? They have given some coding, all these things, copy, paste, and everything is there. But now we are not doing like that, right? We are giving some required text as we are doing for the Word also. They will give, we will give you some required text and images will be provided to you, right? Then using a Dreamweaver, there are some layouts there, right? Like templates, right? You have to get that template, you have to modify it, right? You have to get that template and you have to modify that template to meet the required uh, layout, right? So little bit easier one, right? If you follow it correctly, you can score the marks, right? Not like other one. Uh, the earlier one is a little bit, you have to change the coding and putting here and there is there. But now, since we are using the Dreamweaver application, then at Dreamweaver, you can have some easiest facility. So using that, we can do it, right? Right. Now, this is the paragraph tag we used. Let's say I want to make it as a bold text, this one, creating website is a bold text one, right? So I will put it as a B, right? Again, here also B. Instead of putting paragraph, I put the bold. Let's see what will be the output, right? But here, now you can see that I didn't use the paragraph tag for the heading, but it is coming as a separate line. How? Because I have break this paragraph here, so it will automatically break this one into next paragraph and it will display it as it. Okay, I want to increase the font size. I want to increase the font size, right? So easiest way is, if you want to make it as a heading, why we are increasing the font? Why we want to increase the font, right? To show it as a heading, right? To do that one, the HTML have a different facility called heading tag, right? Heading tag, we have H1 to H6, right? We have H1 to H6, right? So if you put the H1 tag, it will show you as a different style, right? Different style. Here, this is a heading 1. So how you are going to put it as a, you will type it as here H1 tag, then it will say big one, right? So different styles. Here, this is the one. So I didn't share it, you know, right? Okay, sure, sorry, right? I shared, right? Okay, right here, this, right? So to create the heading, I am going back to my document, right? The HTML document. Then I am going to change it as this one as, right? H1, heading 1, right? Here also, I'm going to change it as H1. Now this is my heading 1, right? I am saving. How you are going to save? How you are normally going to save? Save as, then you have to give the file name, then you have to give .html, right? That is a procedure. If you are saved once, then if you are editing, just you can modify it and you can click on just save it, right? Okay, after saving, I am clicking here. Now you can see here, this is a web, is a big font, right? Now your output is a very big font. Now it is coming as a creating HTML web page as a heading, right? Another tag we learn. What is that? Heading tag. It has a 6 level, H1 to H6. So H1 is the big one. From H1 to H6, it will be reduced to smaller fonts, right? Let's say here, I want to make it as this, under that paragraph, I want to make only that HTML as the bold and the italic one. How we can do it? Bold and the italic one, right? So to do that, even within the tag, this is a paragraph tag. Within the paragraph tag, I can use another tag. No need to only use the purely one tag. Let's say here I want to make it as this one bold, right? So I will use the B tag, right? This is going to be bold, right? Even I want to italic also I needed. So I will put the I, right? Then it will make it. But one thing you have to maintain that, right? If you put the first in, last out, that means this one came first, then it should be outed in the last. This one come second, this one third. Then this is the latest one. So we have to close the latest one first, right? I tag. Then the next one, then the next one. Doesn't matter if you are closing here and there, but some of the tags you will get mess up with all the tags. Right? Then it may be difficult for you to find where the error is there. So if you have follow this regular, then you will easily, right, identify the whatever the modification, right? So I'll save it. Let's see the output. Let's see the output. Right, this is the one we are having now. Here, the HTML. Only the HTML part is bold and italic, right? So this is a basic website, web page, right? Right, now still we have not used the attributes, right? Attributes. Let's say I'm going to change the body color. I need a color, right? Oh, I want to use a font and the size, right? That is also possible, right? Let's say for the body, if I want to make it as a that web page in the color, I have to give a color to the body, because you know that title is on top of the browser. We can't change that one, right? We can change, where we can change only this space, right? Now this is a white color space, right? This is a white color space. For this white color space, I can give a different color, right? How we can do it? We have to give a background color, where we can give it here, bg color equal, right? Let's say I'm going to give a blue color sign, right? Right. This is one color. I'll show you where we can get these colors, right? Even for the color, we can use a coding is there. We can use the HTML coding for each and every color have a coding. We can use the coding. Then you can get the particular color. So this is body tag is there. For this body tag, this BG color is an, what is that? This is an attribute, right? This is element, or this is an tag. For the tag, if you are having something inside this bracket, right? This is bracket here. Then we have closed it here, right? We have closed this here. Inside the bracket, if you have something addition to the tag, all these things are, we call it as attributes, right? Right. So let's see what is the output, right? I am going to go there, right? Browser. Now here, this is the output. So that color came here. So how you can identify the color code and this color, right? So just I will search HTML colors, right? Here, W3 school again is going here, right? Here. They have a different names here. Dog blue, right? Violet, right? Slate blue, right? There are different colors. They have given some names. Or we can give a like coding. This is a coding, right? So how we can get to know the coding? What is the coding? I can use it, right? There are different websites, very easy here. HTML color code, right? When you go there, if you click on a color, it will give you the exact coding, right? For example, let's say here, this is my color. I'm going to use it this color. Then coding is this one. Copy it, copy it. Now I am going to my HTML page, right? Here, instead of giving this name, I am pasting that color code. Save it, right? Going to my browser. I close that one. Let's say we will have the double click on that page here. Now the color change. So this is the way you can get the color code and you can use it, right? Right. Then what are the other tags? Right. Now paragraph tag I used, right? Then bold is there. You can use the underline tag is there. You can use it, right? Underline tag, paragraph tag, this tag. Then again, break tag is there, and horizontal line tag is there. Let's say after this heading, I want to insert a line, right? That means horizontal line, right? So straight line, I need it. So I will put it as the HR tag. Save it. I didn't close it, right? Just put the HR tag. Let's go to the browser. Let's see the output. Here came no HR tag. It came, but it's a white color, but we can't see that. Let's see. Going to back to this HTML W3 school, right? I'm going to search it for HR tag, right? So how we can use it? HR tag. HTML HR tag is here, right? So I click it there. Here they are giving a different styles they are giving. For example, this is a style they are giving 30 pixel, right? When you click it there, here it's going to be like this, right? So there are different style, but you don't need to actually in examination also you won't expected to such a big work, right? This is a basic one, not the HTML designing specific course, right? This is only a part. So HR tag you can use. Now here this one you have all this HTML under the HTML reference. You have all the tags here. Here all these tags are tags. A tag is there, right? The anchor tag is there, right? Again bold we have used, right? Right, BR tag is there, right? So let's see. I will use a little bit more tags, right? Right. Okay, then HR tag. You got to know that what is that. I am going to close it without starting, just closing, right? Now again going back to my browser. Okay, is it coming? No, just I close it, but no starting, so it won't come, right? So how you can use it? HTML HR tag, you can use it as a simple way, right? Okay. Now after that, after this one, I want to put another some text, right? So let's say here I want to break it, right? Like PHP is one, right? Then AHP is the next one, right? So uh, JavaScript is another one, right? Then CSS is another one, right? I'm going to put like this. Let's see what will be the output there. Save it. Do I have any paragraph tag here? No, I didn't use any paragraph tag. So, but my intention is to have it like this, right? Anyone? Whether it will come as we expecting? මෙම්ම එනවද එක line 4කට එනවද මේක? Right? No, it won't come as a 4 line. It will come as only 1 line because we didn't use the paragraph tag to break it. We didn't save it. Oh no, here, right? All these things are coming the same line, right? This same line because we didn't break it there, so it will display it. As far as you are having space in this line up to the end of the screen, it will display into the single line. If the space is not enough only, it will come to the next line. But if you want to break it into next line, right, what you can do, instead of paragraph tagging, you can use it as a, there is another method, right? You can break it, right? Let's say here, I am going to put a BR tag. Instead of putting paragraph tag, I am using a BR tag. Let's see what is the output, right? What is the difference between the BR tag and the paragraph tag, right? We will see what is that, right? So for your understanding, I'm putting the spaces and everything, but you don't need any space to HTML document, right? Right. Now I am going to test the output. Here it's. Now you can see if you are using the paragraph tag, there is a space between the line. There is a space between the line. If you are using the BR tag, there won't be any space, right? It's coming more congested, right? Right, that is a BR tag. Right, then again, right, after that, I need a image. I would like to put an image into my document. What is the tag we can use it? There's a tag called IMG tag. What is that? IMG, right? So this is a tag, right? So we can close it. This tag doesn't need any closing tag, right? Like HR tag, just we have to put it IMG tag, right? I put the IMG tag, then what is the image going to display it? We don't know. Then HTML also doesn't know what is the image we are going to display it. So then if you want to specifically give this, this is the image we are going to display, then you have to give it as here SRC. That means source, IMG SRC, source equal, right, equal within inverted comma, we have to give the location where my file is there, right? So easiest way, when you are giving this source image location, first thing you have to get your image, you have to put your image into the your folder, right? Let's say this is the image I am going to use it, right? So I will copy this image, right? I have one image there, right? I have one image. So wherever you download the image or copy the image, whatever thing, right? After you getting, right? The first thing you get your image into your folder. My folder is CCA16 web. This is the folder I'm working on now, right? So I will paste this image here, right? So you have to get to know the two things. First thing, the file name. The second thing, what is the extension there? JPG, IM images. This is a file name images. Then JPG is the file type. So I will change this one as a Singapore, right? Because tag also img tag images, and you will be confused. So whatever the name you can put it. This is my right. So my file name is Singapore. My type is JPG, where I saved in my folder. So if it is in the same folder, you don't specifically give the path. You don't need to give the specifically the path. You can just give the name. What is my name? My name is the image name is right. My image file name is right Singapore.jpg. Save it. Right. Going to the browser. Let's see what is the output. Here this is coming like. So the same thing for the image also. Since we have not break the line into the next line, it is coming in the continuing here, right? So to break that, right, what I can do is I can give a break before starting this one, or I can start it into a new paragraph, right? Save it. Now see the output. Now it's coming into the next line. Okay, right. So this image, it's a little bit small size. I want to make it as bigger. Or sometimes the image is bigger. You have to reduce the size. All these things you can do it by using different attributes. Right? This is one attribute. SRC, this is one attribute. This is a must. Without that, you can't display an image. Right? Other attributes are optional. Let's say width, right? Equal. All the attribute values are, you have to put it within inverted comma, double quotation, right? Don't type it single quotation twice. You have to type it together with the shift key, right? Shift and quotation. Then it will print you double quotation, right? It should be within the double quotation. With equal, right? So let's say I want to make it as bigger. So I will put it as 150%, right? It will show. Likewise, height, right? Equal. That will also, I will increase into 150%. Save it. Going back to my web page, right? This is the original one. After I increase, let's see, right here, a very big one, right? If I put this 150%, very big one. No, I want to reduce it. But you can do it. You can again go there. Let's say here, 80%. Save it, right? Going back to the web page output. Here, this is the 80% output, right? So likewise, you can adjust whatever the way. Let's say you want to, this is a normal static image. You want to insert a, before that I will reduce this size. So it may be easy for me to, let's say, this is one way, percentage. Or otherwise I can give a width and the height as this one, right? 200. Let's say width is 200. And this is going to be 130 height. Save it. Let's see what will be the output. You have different ways. Now it's coming like this, right? Whatever the way you can put it, right? 200 is the, now actually the 200 is the 200 PT, right? Points, right? But we don't need to give that PT. But if it is a percentage, we have to give it, right? The PT is easy because percentage percentage differ depend on the original size. But if you give this 200 or 100 is, then all the images will be the same size, let's say I want to put another image here with the same image, right? Same size. How can I can put it there? How can I put it there, right? So I can use the same coding again, right? So I need another image, right? So put it here, right? I'm going to, as I told you, these are if space and the next line are only for your understanding. Without that, HTML automatically works, right? Let's say I'm going to save another image. So to get the another image, I am going back to my one of my folder, right? Anything. Okay, let's say this is my image, right? So I'll copy that image into my folder. My folder is CC16 web. So I'll put it here, right? This is my file name. So if I type the file name, sometimes maybe mistakenly come here, right? Here, my extension is PNG, right? So my easiness, what you can do is, while you are pressing the shift key, you can press the right arrow key, right arrow key. Then you can copy this here, right? Copy as path here, copy as path. When you click this one, now your total path of your image, including the name and everything, copied. Now I can go to my HTML file, HTML creation file, right? Notepad document, I can paste it there. Now here, as I told you, all the path, including C users and everything is there, right? So, but I don't need these things. But for my easiness, the file name automatically gets there, right? So thereafter, the same width I will use it width equal, right? I will put it without that. I will put there and then see what is the output, right? I didn't mention the width now for the second image. Now see what will be the count. Here, that's the big image. Other one is a small one. So it is not comparable. So I'll go back to my HTML file. I'll make it as the same width and the same height, right? So here I'll mention the same height and the same width. Now I am going back to my web page. Let's see here. Now, right. Maybe this appearance is something different. If it is a square one, we can make it as a square one, right? Right. So let's say you want a animated image. Yesterday it's a Valentine's Day. So you want to put an image like Valentine's Day, sparkling here and there, right? So how you can search that type of image, right? In your browser, when you are searching like that image, what you can do is you can search it as GIF, right? So Valentine's Day, this is right GIF, right? Then you can click on these images. Sorry, not the gift, right? It came as gift, right? So again, it's coming as because all have searched as yesterday gift, right? That's what is coming, right? Now you can see that these are some animated images, right? For example, if I click it here, some animation is there, right? So I'm going to save this file, right? So save, right click on that, save image as, right? I will save it into my folder. My folder is CCA16 web, right? So just I put it as animated, right? For my easiness, I put it as animated. So you can see that this file type is GIF. So the extension will be GIF, right? So after saving, I'm going to my file. Here, the same tag I'm going to use it, right? So what is the tag? Same tag, img tag, src, right? Equal. Now my file name is animated, right? Right? Animated dot gif, right? GIF inverted. Close it, right? Save. Now let's see what is the output there, right? Let's see what is the output going to be. Not this one, right? This is my web page, right? Refresh it. It won't appear, right? If it is coming like this, something is wrong. Whether my spelling is mistake, whether my extension is missing, or something is missing, right? So let's see. I will go to my folder. How I have saved this one. Animated dot gif, right? This is the file name, right? Animated dot gif, right? So now I'm going to my coding. Is it correct? Is it correct? No, it's wrong because I have put it as animated. So it should be animated, right? So this N and M should be switched, right? So it should be animated. Now save it again, right? Now go to your browser, see here. So this is a image, how we can include an image into a web page, right? So there are different type of images we can have it, right? Okay, I hope you clear with the image. We have done 3 exercises to include an image into your web page, right? Next one, I'm going to insert a link to another page, maybe within the same document, maybe from another website, whatever it is, right? So to link to another web page, we are using a tag called href, sorry, a tag, anchor tag, right? This tag also does not have a closing tag, right? I put the a tag, right? Okay, a tag is there. The same problem will come for this img tag, right? Img tag, right? Img tag is there, but then we have to give the source, no? What is the image I am going to display? Here also same. I put the anchor tag, right? Anchor tag HTMLs know that we are going to link to another page. Then I have to give the page name, no? What is the page I am going to? What is the website I am going to link? So to give that one, we have an attribute called href, hypertext reference. What is that? Hypertext reference equal. Then the same thing within the inverted comma, I will give the web address, right? Let's say HTTP, right? This one is a must, right? You have to give this slash and everything. You have to give it. www dot. Let's say I am going to link it to ugc dot ac dot lk, right? This is the website, right? This is the basic format, right? Right. Save it. Now let's see what will the, no, anchor tag should be closed, should be closed, right? Cannot be blank, right? So now let's see what will be the output. Right? I didn't close it, right? Is there any output? Nothing is there, right? Because we have not mentioned anything there, because this is only understandable, this anchor tag with the browser. But thereafter, we have to give a what is the text going to be displayed in my website, right? So I'll put it as visit UGC website, right? After that, we have to close the anchor tag, right? Here only we will close the anchor tag. Now let's see, save it, right? Now go to the here. Why it is coming here? I didn't break it, right? So if you break it, it will come to the next page. Now you can see that this is coming in a different format, right? Different format. Visit UGC website, and color is a blue color, and you will have a link there, right? So I'll put a break there. Right. After that, I need a break, okay? Or let's say HR, right? Right. Now let's see what is output here, right? Now you can see that here you have a UGC web visit website. When you click there, it will automatically goes to there. Now your page going to be changed, right? Within that same window, it will go to the UGC website. So if it is your website, we can give it to our website, right? If we have a page called, now we saved only in my folder, in my CCA 16 web folder, I have only first page. This is only one web page I am having. If I have a second web page is there, I can give it as a second page.html. Then it will be linked to that page. It will be displayed. Okay, right. So how we can use it? A href command. A anchor tag, right? We are calling anchor tag. Then again, we are hypertext reference, then your website address. Here we can give some other option is there, right? Alternative text we can give it. For this IMG also, we can give a alternative text, ALT, right? ALT equal, right? So here let's say image not visible. Just give a message, right? If this image is not viewable, not visible, it will give you a message that, right? Image not visible. Or actually this is important for the blind people. They don't see the image. So under this ALT, we can give a description. There is an image of a garden. Then that person will get to know that whatever you are typing here, they can hear it, right? So they will understand that some garden pictures is available in the website, right? So that is the purpose we are using ALT, right? I am putting this one, just changing one spelling, right? What will happen? Let's see, right? Let's see what will be the output of my page. Here, what is the image? What is the message coming? Image not visible. This is the one. Now I just change the file name. So with that file name, there is no image. So that's what it's coming there, image not visible, right? So that is alternative text, right? Same thing, we can use it for the href also, right? Right. Even for this one, href, right? The same text you can use it here also, right? Yes, I put it here, visit UGC website. Instead of visiting website, but I can put the website address directly. So in your page, the address will be visible. Otherwise, your address won't be visible. Now the both are same. When you go to the web page, here earlier it was something like it, visit the UGC website, but the web page address is not visible here, right? So now it is visible, no? Here ugc.ac.lk. If you click it there, it will go to the website, right? So this is the way we are creating different HTML pages, HTML tags, right? There are a few more. We have to study the coding section, table coding, and the numbered list and the bullet list, right? Number list and the bullet list, right? So if I continue this one, you will forget whatever we learned also, right? If any new persons here, if you are from the physical class batch, no problem. You have already learned. You can uh, retouch it, right? Okay, so 8:15. I will take part of that one, right? So, right, there are two type of numbering, right? We have studied in the word, right? Word, we have studied two type of numbering. What are the two types? Bullet number and normal bulleted list and numbered list, right? So both we can have it in the web pages, right? So you can go to your HTML help W3 school, right? Before coming to the next class, right? So next class, I'm prefer to have it on tomorrow also. If you can, we can continue it tomorrow and Saturday, Sunday, right? So we can finish it by Sunday, right? Thereafter, if you have any doubts, you can have a time, 1 week time, 5 days time. If you want, I can arrange another class and I can revise whatever you want it, right? Right. You have here different topics, right? You just go through this one, right? Before coming tomorrow's class, you just go through this one. Don't worry about what we don't study some of the things. For example, right here, uh, okay. Some of the basic things are here, right? Same thing we have already studied, right? So here, what we have explained, HTML head, title, body, H1, paragraph, right? This is we already learned, right? Here they have given some structural design, right? Then we need a web browser to have it. This is the pattern. This is the structure of the HTML page, basic structure. You should have the head, HTML, head and body, right? So HTML history is there. We already learned. Then go to next page. Right. Here, Notepad or text editor. So now we are using the Notepad. There are different editors, right? Different text editors is there, right? So when you are using the Notepad, you have to type each and everything. If you forget something, then it will give you errors. But when you are using the some other editors like Visual Coding or Notepad++, there are a lot of or Dreamweaver. It will automatically give you some assistant when you are just for example, when you are using the Dreamweaver, if you want to add the attribute to the, for example, background color, when you press the space bar, it will automatically give you background color, BG color, right? Right. So if you double click it there, you can select the color. So that type of facilities is available in the professional editors, right? So these are the basic editor I'm using, right? Right. Then saving, we have learned how to save. We have to give the exact extension as HTML, right? Okay, this is also we learned. Just I am going through this one. If you have any paragraph tag, we learned, right? Href, we learned, right? Then images, we learned here. Alternative is there, which is there, right? Then elements, right? So this is we learned, right? Then nested element, right? Nested means nested HTML element, right? Within that element we are using, within the one element we are using another one. I told you that bold tag we use it, italic tag we use it, right? Those are the nested tags, right? HTML not case sensitive, right? Whether you typed it in a capital or this is capital, this is simple letters. Whatever it is, it take it as one element, right? So you don't worry about this, but basically we are all typing in simple letters, right? Right, anchor tag, as I told that this is coming here, right? SRC attribute img, right? So SRC is the img, right? There are two type of URL. One is absolute URL. Next one SRC. Sorry, relative URL, right? So relative URL means something like this here. That is, since our images are inside our same folder, just we are giving only the name. Just we are giving only the name. So it will display the image. If we are getting some for another folder, for example here, for this one, they put all the images into a single folder. From there, getting the images. This may be easy, right? For example, your website front page, you want to display some images, right? Display some images, right? So every week you have to change the images. If you put it as a all into one folder, then difficult to change it. What you can do is you can put a folder like this, images. Then for your home page, you put a first image name as home page image 1, second one home page image 2, home page image 3. Four images, five images are there. Just you have to replace that one. When you are replacing, your web page automatically updated, right? So when you are using this folder structure, you will feel easy to update it. Right, then this is okay. Don't worry about these things. Paragraph style, color it. If you want to try it, you try it. Doesn't matter, but we won't use it. Right, there are some additional things are here, right? So even you can have a cross check on this one. I will share. I have another document HTML reference PDF, and the in the beginning I show you some PowerPoint. I will share those things, right? Then you can go through that one. Heading, right? That is of course doesn't matter. Already learned. Paragraph, that is also right. Under the paragraph, break also learn, right? This is a paragraph, right? But it won't display it as a paragraph, right? Whether it is a display a paragraph or it will come to a one line. No, if you put it in the under that paragraph tag, right? It will automatically coming as whatever we are typing here, right? For example, let's say here I am going to put it here, right? This is I put it as a paragraph tag. I save it, right? I am going back to my browser, right? This is my web page, right? As you think whether it is coming as a poem, it's into 4 or 5 lines. No, it's coming as one line, right? Because we have started a paragraph, we didn't break the line. But for this one, we have an alternative method. then easiest method. What is that? Instead of we are using the paragraph, there is another tag called PRE tag. What is that? Pre-formatted text, PRE tags. So save it. Let's see what will be the output in here. Now you can see that, right? It's coming into 4 lines, right? So there are alternative ways, right? So you have to little bit have to refer this document, right? So this is they have put it as a paragraph, but it won't coming as paragraph, right? So instead of that one solution, right, here we are putting as a pre tag, right? So this is pre-formatted here, pre-formatted text. That is a way, right? Styles, when you want to put colors into your folder for your text, right? You can use the color, but basically you don't need. We will have some other things, right? Text align, right? But we have to use the align, right? So for example, right, align, that is text align, but for the line to be aligned, for example, I need to put this heading into the center, right? Center. Then we have to give it as, right, paragraph align center, right? So that is align, wait, paragraph align center, right? So we have to put paragraph. There is an attribute for the paragraph, right? Align equal, right, center. Then H1. Then since I have started here paragraph, then center also I have started. So you have to close. Otherwise, this paragraph will continue, right? The center continue. Let's see. I will check it whether it's continue or we can break it. Right now, my web page is like this. It didn't. Okay, right. Paragraph, it should be aligned center something. Okay. Text align center, it's a text, right? But for the paragraph style, paragraph also there's a center. They are giving some CSS style. Okay, okay, right? Doesn't matter, right? Okay, right. So under that HTML reference, right? You go through this one, right? If you have any doubts, you can ask it by next class, right? So I'll close the class for today's session. I'll close it now, right? We will have the class tomorrow, right? The same time, 7 o'clock. We will go through the rest of this HTML editing through the Notepad, right? Only a few things is there for the Notepad thing, right? Then we will start the Dreamweaver, right? I have to focus on Dreamweaver. That is the next class. Most probably, I can start the Dreamweaver tomorrow, right? So please, those who are not attending today, ask them to attend it, right? Definitely you will have a question on that. So it may be easier, right? You can do it very easily. Okay, if you have any questions, Ramay? No question, right? Okay, here the center, you can just put it, right? You don't need anything, right? I made a mistake, right? So center, you can just put it. So it is a center is a one tag, right? Center tag. You can use it directly. Okay, something like here, this will be, we will study tomorrow, right? Okay, right? Okay, right. Good night. Have a nice day.